Hello, I'm Otto, and welcome to episode 48 of my Factorio 2.0 guide. So in the last episode, we made some rocket fuel. Excuse me, we made some rocket fuel. We've been kind of messing around with different things. Unfortunately, I was kind of noticing that there were still some problems. So we're gonna have to fix a few things. So this is a problem. This guy needs some fuel to be able to get out of the way, and these guys are kind of stuck in, waiting for him to move. So let's fix this real quick. So if I'm gonna make a little bit of a bypass for them. Let's do like this, and I'm gonna rotate this down and see if I can get this. It's gonna have to go there. And this is gonna create a weird block, so let's put a cap on that to make sure that this gets blocked, so that this train station waiting, or this train waiting here, is only gonna have this section blocked off. Let's see, what else did I discover? We're missing a bunch of stuff over here. We do not have roboports, so we're gonna stamp down roboports over here. I've kind of already recorded this video, and some bad things happened. Someone came and knocked on my door. I had a package arrive. There were some really bad things happening in the background, some audio stuff. So I've kind of already done this, and I hate I don't like re-recording something. I haven't re-recorded too many. And the reason why I don't like re-recording is because I feel it's a little inauthentic. You lose some of that original authenticity that you had the first time through, right? Like, you want to make mistakes, and I'm perfectly fine with the mistakes that have been made. You want to have the mistakes show up so that people know, okay, well, even a good player is gonna make some kind of mistakes like this. Another example is here. There's no train here. Why is there no train here? Because they do not have access. They are supposed to come around and come in this direction. So let's give them a way to get back. So we're gonna shift post that in so that the landfill comes in, and yeah. This one was fine. We could probably remove some of these ends, but I'm just gonna leave them. It's not gonna hurt anything. Some other issues. So we have this guy here. So we were getting rid of all the steel, and I forgot the inserters. We're gonna remove these inserters. Sorry, remove the steel plate from these inserters, so that whenever a train does decide to come through here shortly, he's not going to collect steel. Another issue was in that same, we never should have set that steel up. That was a big, huge problem. I'm also aware of another problem that is coming up shortly that hopefully I can get over here before it starts. And I honestly should have had this as a fail-safe. But as I started looking to see, okay, what's going on with the iron, I had a train show up that had both steel and iron ore. So I'm gonna filter these. I could probably filter all of the incoming things here. Let's just say yeah, we'll just filter all of Ooh, that was, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to look at that in the recording. That was so close. I almost died there. So this one was iron plate. I should have had this fail safe, and I did not, but you know what, it is what it is. So we'll get one for the rest of these, and then go on to some of the other issues that we have. What was this? Coal? And stone. And ooh, get out of the way. And last, stone brick. Okay. Other problems, other issues that I had. So once we tore down the steel, we had a train leave, and yeah, we had this situation. So we're gonna drop some chests. I'm just gonna pull all of these out real quick. We're gonna get the bots to come take these and move them closer to home. So I just needed a chest down. I'm gonna convert these into active providers. The bots will come and grab them and force all of this steel over here. That is not the only train. Unfortunately, there was another train. There was another train over here that did the exact same thing. Where am I? Okay, so let's not destroy our base. That whew. Don't destroy the base. Ah! Like that. Oh my goodness. Hey, at least my bots. Oh, we're gonna die. Get out, get out. Alright, we're gonna do the same thing to this one here. So I'm just gonna drop 4, pull these guys out. What did we just learn? Power armor 2. Nice. We're gonna make one of those real quick. As we start to set up a rocket. So were there any more issues? I do not think so. We need this guy to change his setup. And I don't think that I don't think that train, whatever train that came through, I think we caught it. Whatever train that came through with, where are the other, okay, so nobody has steel, right? Why did this not work? Maybe that? Just needs to be closer. Bro, can you just throw me a bone? Where are the other iron ore? Okay, nobody has steel on them, right? This is all good. Disabled with control behaviors. Okay, that's fine. Your plate, that's right. Okay, I think we are in the clear. Okay, I've already checked all these. Alright, so moving along. Let's get back to the base, and we are going to... we need to launch a rocket. Oh, and hopefully we do not die to roads on the way there. Wait, were you guys... You mine? No, you're not. Don't destroy anything. Okay, we're gonna... Ooh. So another issue that we're gonna have is petroleum. We can already kind of see that it's happening here. So we're out of plastic, and we're probably gonna be out of... Yeah, we're out of light oil. So let's get a rocket going. We're just gonna do that, and we're going to have a rocket silo come in. Our little buddies are going to do us a favor and bring that in. let's just talk about oil. Like, how do we fix oil? So we're gonna convert all of the buildings into productivity modules. So I'm gonna set that up in one, and I'm gonna copy and just drag this through. So all of these are gonna convert into from productivity 1, speed 1 to from speed 1 modules to productivity 2 modules. We're gonna do the same thing for all of these, but we're gonna have to be really careful. We're gonna start at the bottom. Start with this one, and I'm gonna copy this and drag this up because, oops, I did not want that one. Because all of those are gonna be the same. So we're gonna have to do the same thing kind of in here. And we're gonna have to be a little bit more careful with this one. I'm gonna copy the one and just individually add in those, and same thing with this guy. If we were to copy this and just drag it through, it would change the recipe for all of them. Okay, so then we're gonna have productivity in all of these, and the most bang for your buck is to take beacons and drag these through the middle. And we're just gonna get this until it no longer, you can see the white box that shows up when you're touching a building. We just want the last one to touch a white box. These guys are also going to need power. And we're going to do the same thing over here, but we're going to start at this Rubble port. So what are these for? We're going to put the speed modules into these guys. These are also going to need power. And we're going to put speed. I'm just control clicking these in. Once they get placed, the bots will come in and do the rest. So productivity, as you can see, we have an extra bar down here at the bottom, and this is what productivity does. As this cycles through, it creates a second bar, and when that second bar goes to the end, it's going to give us, basically, it's going to give us a full craft worth of extra materials. So you can see this flashes a little bit here. And once that gets to the end, you'll see it flash there and flash there. And that's productivity. So this should help a lot with our oil problems. It's not water or incoming oil that's the issue. It's just the crafting that we need. Like, everything's being converted properly. Otherwise, they would be stacking up here. These, you can see that we're heavy oil is, look at how much faster that's going. This is a non-issue, and here, so light oil looks like gaining, which is good. We probably could have used more light oil to petroleum gas, but that's, you know what, we're not worried about that just yet. Light oil is on the up and petroleum is on the up, so then a lot of this other stuff will be fine. LDS is we're still behind on plastic. Here's okay, plastic is good now. All right, rocket. So we have we need to get in rocket fuel, so we're just going to drag this over to here. And we're going to do the same with LVS here. And blue circuits here. These are the building blocks of our rocket. So let's take a look. So the rocket needs rocket parts, and to make rocket parts we need processing units, blue circuits, low density structure, LDS, and rocket fuel. So we need 10 each, and it's a 3-second craft time to make one rocket part. And one rocket part makes 1% of our rocket progress. So that means we need 100 of these crafts for one rocket to go off. There's a second bar because once the animation kicks in to launch a rocket, it will continue to consume materials to prep for a second rocket. This is a change that they made in 2.0, and it's really nice because before you had one progress bar, and once it filled, you had to wait for the animation, so you had to like calculate that in. Anyways, we are going to, let me go into remote view. We're gonna put productivity in this one and a speed in this one as well. To just kind of help boost this along. And then, if you're just planning on playing the, ending the game here, with 2.0 and not going DLC or progressing farther in this save, yes, you can progress farther. Then we don't need to worry about anything else. But we're prepping for future success, so we also need to make a satellite. And what the satellite is going to do is when we send up a satellite, it will. Let me just make a satellite here. We're gonna have this insert directly in. A satellite, if you look at the bottom, will give us 1,000 space science packs. These space science packs will allow us to have unlimited research. So you can see worker, well, we don't have access to it yet, but once we unlock space science, worker robot speed, and you can see this here, it scales to infinity. It will just endlessly scale and scale and scale. Same with mining productivity, artillery. Well, we're not doing these because all of the cliff explosives are not available until later in the DLC. Same with the coal liquefaction. All three of the rank 3 modules, but we had to learn the other two to learn rocket. Personal Roboport Mark II, artillery, and Spidertron. These are not available until later on in the DLC. It's just a kind of change. It's fine. It's it makes sense if you buy the DLC and go through that. But anyways, because of this having 6 components and they're all over the place, we're not going to worry that much about belting them in. We are going to use a requester chest and just request in the items, and then we're going to give this guy a green belt. If we shift right click the assembling machine, we can shift left click into the requester chest, and it just imports everything that we need to request in. Super easy. Now we just need the bot to bring the stuff in, and then you can see these are all now on the way because we have them collecting. So let's talk about getting this in. So the rocket fuel is probably fine with this, and we're gonna set up 2 longhand inserters for the blue, and we're gonna control shift in these for the LDS, and now we have rocket parts being created very, very slowly, 1% per. If you had the DLC, because of how frequently you have to send rockets up, I believe the rocket part is 2% progress, but I think it is a little bit faster. I think, I can't remember. I think the rocket part might be cheaper too. I don't feel like it's 10. For some reason I feel like it's, like 1. I feel like it's 1. I don't remember off the top of my head. But we are going to, you guys are gonna bring me some stuff? All of our logistics bots are busy. What are they doing? Are they still messing with the steel? Oh geez. Wait. No. You guys were supposed to be, I did not upgrade these or whatever. Alright, well, we're gonna have to wait a bit for the bots to come in then. Oh, here we go. Let's just we are preparing for future success, right? Let's just bump this up to 1,000. Now, 1,000 of these is just largely unnecessary. But yeah, why not? Plastic. Why is plastic an issue? Plastic is an issue because coal is an issue. Okay, well, let's beef up our coal then. Kind of already have it set up here. I want to do this in person because it'll just be a little bit faster. So since we already have a second line of coal coming in, and it's only going to come out to here because that's the military science. We already have a second line of coal, so we're going to do similar things to what we did on all the other lanes that have multiple. So we're going to back this one up and put one here so that this can continue on, and we're going to do the same thing here. That's probably fine. And I'm not too worried about like condensing them. Like they will just, you know, at some point they just kind of converge into one more belt. Do I want to? I don't think I can. Tell you what, let's do this and this. And then the rest of this can go down. Okay. That should help with the plastic problem. And let's get back to the rocket. Okay, I want to do one more sweep. And you know what? So we have a lot of copper coming in, but we have a lot of copper that also needs that. You can see it's all getting compressed down, and we pretty much run out around here. So we're gonna upgrade the belts to blue belts wherever that ended. So let's just upgrade all of these. We might remove some on top, but for now let's just start there. This should help send a lot of that down. Honestly, there's a point in the game where, like, after you launch a rocket, let's say, you could probably just blanket, just boom, I want to upgrade everything. And then just let the game play through. Alright, where's my rocket? Alright, let's see how this is doing. LDS is still struggling because of copper. Oh, here comes some extra copper. Maybe? Let's remove these because we know that we don't really need anything past this point. So I'm going to hold F and just run down the belts. Collect all of this. And then we can get the bots to come get rid of the belts. No, not my bots. I guess it doesn't matter. And then we're gonna drop all of this into the LDS. Just to kind of help it along, you know, get it caught up. Alright, how's progress? We have a satellite. Progress has stalled because of LDS. Oh, we said we were gonna make a Mark II. Oof. These are all coming down to this guy. You're gobbling up my stuff. What do we need for Mark II power armor? Oh, not LDS. I'm gonna take half of these and then right click in. So we need 30. We need 60 processing units. Let's get them the modules. So we have rank 2 here. I'm just gonna shift right click to get half a stack. I guess we can just dump this too. And shift right click this guy to get half a stack. What else do we need? 60 blue circuits. We have some being stored over here as well. I'm just gonna take it from these. The bots can shift right click and then what did I say? 60? Right click this a couple more times. And we need electric motors. 40? And there. Craft that. Alright guys, how's it going? We're getting some of the belts. I need more. What's the hold up? The hold up is we just don't have enough of the gears. Interesting. So I'm gonna upgrade these to, oh, look at that. We can now put 4 into these. So I'm gonna upgrade these to rank 2. Oh, missed one here. I guess technically we could just convert this into gears too, but it doesn't look like gears are... Let's upgrade this guy and take from both sides. Oh yeah, that'll solve a lot of problems there. Similar to what we did here. Oh, we did the same thing right there. How about that? There's something else I feel like we needed to upgrade. Maybe not. These can also take modules, by the way. As you can see, we're not really producing enough for it to really matter right now. What are we short on? Yellow. Yellow is probably short because of LDS. Yeah. And, okay, so LDS is going to be a huge struggle point. Anyways, how close are we now? Not very. Mark II power armor. Let's see what all... We're going to take all of our stuff out of these. And put it into... Look at how big that grid is. Oh my. Night vision. That's important. I'm just going to fill this guy up. We could probably make some more batteries. Look at how... Oh my goodness. Look at how much room we have. We have all this extra space to just make stuff. And we can make the better batteries too. Okay, low density structure, I'm not worried about it right now. This is probably fine for now. We're also learning the portable fission reactor at some point. We probably won't cover that in this video. Like once we launch a rocket, we will discuss the good and the bad of the base, and that will probably be the end. Let's see if we can help this along. I do not want any more from this guy. As a matter of fact. We could probably... get a bit more of a helping hand that way. No. Okay. Okay, let's take a look and see if there are any more potential issues piling up. I'm really happy with the way we did shunting. What does power look like? We could probably use some more power, so let's drop some solar arrays. Construction. We are using all of those logistics pods because of the steel all the way over here. Okay, alright. Look it. What are you doing here? Why are you here? You should not be. This is the exact problem that I said was going to happen. You need to exit. Thank you. Whew. Whenever I had this problem show up, I had iron ore get into all my steel belts and manufacturing. Everything was shutting down. Took me forever to unclog it. Yeah, sometimes stuff like that just happens, so glad we were able to stop that ahead of time. We're so close, 68%. This, where did this go? So we're gonna convert this into iron. So let's go to our blueprint book. We're doing the 72 smelter red, and we're gonna shift. Oh, don't forget, I still haven't fixed this blueprint. I still haven't fixed the belt issue, so one of these belts is gonna be facing the wrong direction. We're gonna shift click that down. Iron ore is incoming, iron plates are outgoing, make sure to hit the check. Yeah, look at that. I think that was the only major thing that I had in blueprints that was wrong though. So, I mean, that's not too bad. Could be a lot worse. Why am I... No. That's a shocker. Why do I have a train limit of 4? I should not have 4 trains coming in here. Maybe it's a fluke? Yeah, I think it was maybe just a fluke. That's okay. Flukes are allowed to happen. Alright, well, we will keep an eye on this and make sure that, we're not going to get any, like, too much more of these. Alright, now it's going down. Okay. We are ready to launch our rocket. It is finally time. So we're going to set this to automatic. And here it is. He's got the satellite, so it's gonna bring in some white science. Yay, congratulations, you have beaten the game by launching a rocket into space. You can continue playing this level as long as you like. Although you have won, there is still a lot to accomplish. Grow your factory, research infinite technologies, which we've gone over. Optimize your production. If you want, you can just keep making things a little bit better. Unlock more achievements. So there were supposed to be, we did get 2 achievements for unlocking this. We got one for completing the game, and we got one for completing the game without putting any laser turrets down. So now where did the science go? We have unlocked space science. Well, the space science has come over here into this cargo landing pad in Factorio 1.0. This is not how it worked. No, I want to go that. Okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go the 4th one in. Yeah, sure. Nope. We're gonna go here. Why not? And we just want one side of the belt. Someone else would occupy the other half. What was I saying? Yeah, so we have space science coming in. So now we have the ability to do infinite researches. So you can just queue up whatever. Getting robots to a decent speed is really good. Mining productivity is huge. So if you just continue on researching mining productivity, this is the one that most people will just scale infinitely. And if you see, it costs It's different in the DLC. So right now it's 2,500, and then it doubles to 5,000. I'm pretty sure in the DLC it just incrementally adds 1,000 to each one. Anyways, that is more or less the game. Obviously there's some touching up here and there, like we're not creating a lot of blue because that's backed up. Oh my goodness, we did not buffer blue. Oh, you know what? I'm not worried about it. We should have buffered blue. We didn't buffer. Oh, we did buffer yellow. We buffered everything else. We did not buffer blue. Shame on us. Anyways, we're not gonna worry about that. We're done. So what would I have done differently? So first off, you know, we are getting behind on certain things, and this would change if you got the DLC, because we would not be burning through as much of the light oil, I believe, because the rocket parts are cheaper, slightly, or a lot. Whatever. I definitely, okay, so I would probably have gotten more power early. Matter of fact, we probably could have just stamped a couple of these down. Whatever. I probably would have gone for nuclear a little bit earlier. Even now, with the power the way it is, we could probably just copy this and just drop another one up here. And oh, I forgot to get this. Split this off and merge this. If we were to merge this, or if we were to fix this, we would probably bring a centrifuge over here. Oh, those are all covered. And then depleted uranium fuel cells, which converts into the 238s, and then just merge it with these guys. Yeah, I don't know if I were to do this all again. I don't think that there's much that I would do that's different. I would probably upgrade the blue belts sooner rather than later. We could probably do the exact same thing with the iron that we did with the copper. Let's just do it and see how that works out. We're not gonna go all the way. We'll just, you know, something like that. Maybe something like, you know what? Why not? We're just gonna do the whole bus. You're probably eventually gonna upgrade all of it anyways, right? And we should be making quite a bit more of these. Look at the stockpile. This guy is speed crafting. What's he getting behind on? Still circuits, huh? Oh, okay. These poor things. Oh, you can put productivity in there. Alright. No. I can't stop that. Whatever. No big deal. Okay, so this is the end. We finally launched a rocket. Again, this was all just to kind of set you up for future success. Obviously there's some things that could be progressing a little bit better, but you know, there's always going to be something to fix, always something to continue to upgrade or, you know, micromanage. Like we could upgrade all these, put in some red modules into these guys so that they are producing more for the light oil that they are producing. We could also have put a limit because oh, well, you know what, once this guy fills up, this one is just going to start filling up behind it. But we could have limited this, let's say put in one right here to limit the light oil that's going into petroleum. Similar to what we did with the heavy oil going into light oil. Anyways, we are going to end it there. This is the first guide that I've ever made. I've never done anything like this. I've never done like a written guide or a video guide or any kind of tutorial or so hopefully you enjoyed it. I haven't asked for a like or subscribe this entire time, and I'm not going to start now. Again, leave me a comment. If you have any questions, I will continue to look through the comments. Once you see this, I will have obviously posted everything and edited them all, but as of right now, I have not edited a single of the 50 videos that I made in this series. This is episode 48, but I did have an episode 0 and 0.5. So I have a lot of editing ahead of me. And you've already seen some of whatever I've done, some of which I haven't decided yet, but I know it's kind of weird getting to the last video and me talking about the stuff that you've already watched, but anyways, again, you know, I don't know how many people end up seeing this. It's no biggie to me. You know, if you have any friends that are looking to start the game or play it, you know, recommend that they watch this guide. Hopefully they'll, you know, jump in and learn the game. If not, then whatever. It is what it is. I might get a couple views. I might get a couple thousand. I don't think I'll get more than a couple thousand, if like that's on the high. Anyways, that's enough of me ranting. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the guide, and thank you very much for watching. I don't have any plans to do anything after this, but like I said, leave a comment if you want to see some more stuff. Whenever I started making these, I had initially considered doing a no DLC run and a DLC run, but then I just figured it's basically going to be the same thing. I could probably just describe what you would do if you had the DLC. But you know what? Let me know if you want to see a DLC run. Maybe I can do something a little different. Maybe I can, you know, start to implement more of the, I don't know, elevated rails, or make some different train blueprints, or do it different and have different builds, or, you know, different city block, or not do city blocks, just, you know, wing it kind of a deal. Anyways, that is it for now, and thanks for watching.